you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Anthony McFarland, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead.
For the extra point.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Davis on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. 12 carries, 65 yards.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd down.
And 9 yards.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Going deep now for her. And got his man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
New York.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
He was
12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12. First down, New York.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell.
Bell again.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Jenkins. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. To try again after the sack. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 94 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Extra point.
All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, there's big defensive linemen. Can he get the ball over him? But you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
New York ready to go again offensively. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
At the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Darnold. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Jets.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Darnold completes it. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, a screen to Bell.
Darnold's
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. We'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And oh, he coughed it up, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Complete. Fumble on the play.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is Darnold. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Complete.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. Going for Metcalf. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
You know, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Intended for Tyler Lockett.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he's got Lockett. And he will score. touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
New York set to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
7 yards, the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Darnold from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Why not? Goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit.
It's a foot race. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. For Pete Carroll, we might recall that he was a member of the Jets organization for 5 years, 1990 through 94. Now, the first 4 as defensive coordinator and then as head coach for one largely forgettable 6-10 season in 1994. But I'd say his stock has risen since. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. There are 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now it's Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Darnold. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Darnold on first down. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Darnold. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there.
Complete to Le'Veon Bell.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Not too many breaks ahead, according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preached.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result. He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Bell. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. His throw caught at about the 5. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Le'Veon Bell, the Jets.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Darnold. A screen to Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsey. That's caught inside the 20. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon, and the Seahawks add on to their lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks.
Brendan, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, They won us a whole lot of games.
And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made here at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Jets first down.
Now Bell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Third down.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Lockett. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this, but to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
On the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Catch number 44 him on the year. It's a first down.
First down, New York.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Three quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 2nd down and 4. Darnold. And a quick throw here that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. To throw is Darnold. And right side caught. Hogan. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 12-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Darnold. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Rashad Perriman, his 6th touchdown. Now Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Seattle. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, man.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Here's Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Darnold complete to Crowder. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Darnold to throw again. Able to connect with Mims. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
If I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll go again with Bell. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm
looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. 20! And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 92 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
So out now come the Jets. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Darrell Taylor, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Mike 27, Mike 27. Hey, me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down, Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Darnold from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Let's go, Captain, let's go. We got this, we got this.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. They'll roll him out right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Darnold. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Incomplete. Denzel Mims, the rookie, the intended receiver there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Denzel Mims with his first career NFL touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Josh Gordon. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 20.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You ain't doing that today. Mike 54. Mike 19. Here we go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert. 54.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The sack by Jordan Willis.
A loss of 9.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Take me up. Here we go. Check. Go 14.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, it's a very important win as they move to 9.